Good morning, everyone. We're gonna start now here, Tandapata Street or alley, in order to reach to San Blas Square. The streets in Incan times were like this, narrow streets for people to walk, and some of them they had canals on the sides or in the middle for the water. We're getting there. One more block. We're gonna have the view of the San Blas Square. Here we are. San Blas Square has its name because of the church that was built during the Viceroyalty, and it's known as well because it's the place or the neighborhoods of the artisans. We have a lot of galleries here, art galleries. Sarmiento, Hilario Mendívil, and as well Olave family was living in this area. That is the reason why the San Blas is known as the artisans neighborhood. Now we're gonna go down through the Cuesta San Blas, the way down, in order to arrive to the 12 Angles Stone and to the main square as well. Look at the plaza, San Blas Square, and let's go down. Most of the businesses are closed because of the quarantine, but since yesterday we're having international flights here coming from Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, and Bolivia. Tourism needs to get better because a lot of people here in Cusco, guides, restaurants, operators, agencies, markets as well, they are related with tourism. Like in the distance we have part of the company church, and look at the architecture here, the balconies, the roofs coming from the Viceroyalty, has the influence of Europe. Now we are in Hatun Romeo Street. This is a Quechua word that means a street where the big stone is. That means that the 12 Angles Stone is located in this alley. Look at the building here. Old block has Inca foundations, belonged to one of the kings, the Incas, named Inca Roca, and after that was used by the invaders, and nowadays it's a museum. So look at the nice architecture here, best example of Inca architecture. This is the famous 12 Angles Stone, part of the wall. Look at this impressive architecture. This is just an example why you need to come here to Cusco to visit us. Impressive architecture, rich culture, and a lot of history. Let's continue to the main square. Here we have the museum. Look at the architecture. Now we're going up to, after Hatton Romeo, we turn right to go up to Palacio Street. I have a restaurant here called Marcelo Batata. We have the Monasterio, which is a bakery. Now it's closed because there is no tourism. Which is a restaurant. And we're gonna reach to Monasterio Hotel. Monasterio Hotel that is as well closed. Look at this alley. It's called Siete Culebras. That means seven snakes, because of the figures that we can find carved in the rock. That's a kind of decoration. And look at the alley that goes to Chuquichaca Street. Nazarenas Square now. Pre-Columbian Art Museum. And if we go all the way up, we can arrive to the entrance of Sacsayhuaman. We're gonna follow this alley to arrive to the main square. Look at the moon in the distance. You know, the two important gods for the Andean culture were the moon and the sun, of course. Female, the moon, and the sun was the male god. Very quiet in the morning. Córdoba de Tucumán. Name coming from Europe. Is not the original name, of course. Look at the entrances of the houses, very old houses. We have art galleries, shops, and eventually we're gonna arrive to the museum, the biggest museum here, the Inca Museum. That is closed as well because of this quarantine. Look at the streets. All the streets are like this, very narrow, only pedestrian streets. Inca Museum, one of the most important ones that we have here. Look at the nice balcony there and the carvings at the entrance. We're going to the main square now. Everyone ready? This street is called Cuesta del Almirante. Here we are, main square of Cusco. Blue sky, impressive buildings, cathedral on my left. In the distance across is the company church, and this is the main square of Cusco. In Incan times, this was the main place as well for the celebrations, for the festivities. Its name was Jaucaipata. And in Incan times was surrounded by palaces of the Incas. And when this place was invaded, they took advantage of the foundations, and in order to build colonial or houses coming from the viceroyalty with balconies that they last till now. And most of them are restaurants. If you come here to Cusco, you can enjoy coffee in one of the balconies and absorb the energy of this place, Cusco City, the capital of the Inca territory. The decoration of the fountain in the middle. Impressive cathedral. San Cristobal Church in the distance, and behind that we have Sacsayhuaman, some terraces and a cross on top. Behind that hill is the impressive Inca site Sacsayhuaman, that in the next video we're gonna visit that place, at least from the distance, if it's not opened, for you to have the idea what are you missing if you don't come here. And further in the distance, if you can see, there is the replica of the White Christ, the Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, similar than this one. This is the protector of Cusco. So as I told you, Andean religion was mixed with the Catholic religion, but still is alive. We still believe in the Mother Earth, the mountains, in the Andean religion. So very soon I'm gonna post another video with more places of Cusco. It's 6:45 in the morning. People doing some exercise here. We're waiting for you. Visit Peru and visit Cusco.